Good morning. This is John Beeks welcoming you to 7 Colour Television.
Well, this is the big one, the grand final of the AMCO Herald Shield between Assumption College and Moorabbin Tech. Assumption College are in the dark blue Guernseys with the light blue band and light blue collar and gold band, and the white shorts. They were first into attack now, as you see there, and they're playing against Moorabbin Tech, who are tonight wearing the North Melbourne colours. And it's going to be a very interesting match here this evening, because both teams are vying for this AMCO Herald Shield, and it's a very good evening to Bob Skilton.
Good evening, Doug. As at Assumption College go forward, right, a beautiful kick right down to the goal square in front of the pack, and a good timely mark down there in defence is Dell of Moorabbin. Dell puts the ball out wide towards the half-back flank. Coming across, it was a failure to mark, and driving it out with a long hand pass is Blake. Blake gets it out, and it's back now to Love. Love a hand pass over the top where it's picked up by Elshaw, and Elshaw now drives the ball down towards the half-forward flank. Nobody can take the ball. It's punched towards the boundary line, knocking it forward. We see O'Brien for Moorabbin. Coming out as McKinnon. McKinnon couldn't handle the ball, and he's still there. He knocks the ball on, looking for a teammate. Coming across again is Elshaw. Elshaw a handball through towards Turner, and Turner drives the ball down into towards the forward pocket. It's close, and it's the first score of the game. 1 point to Moorabbin from the boot of Ray Turner.
Well, we might say, Bob, that it's a little bit difficult for us. We've just been handed the numbers from Moorabbin Tech, and unfortunately, every number has changed from what we had in the book. So it's going to be a little bit hard to pick up for a start. But you've done a fine job there, and I think you could be doing it all night the way you handled that first couple of minutes. But Moorabbin Tech into attack at this stage as the ball's thrown in on the forward pocket. There's a throw out there, but Assumption College coming through there. In the player of Keogh, he dives on top of the ball. Can't. There's the number I haven't got on that. 28.
I haven't got one either, Doug.
Well, not only have Moorabbin Tech thrown us into a little bit of a trouble, so have Assumption College as the ball's brought forward, and I think that's over the boundary line. Out of bounds. I have his number, Mitchell Hill. There it was with that ball. But the chap who's going to take the free kick at the moment is Cunningham. Cunningham from Moorabbin Tech up into the half-forward flank. Player Sal, beautiful mark. Beautiful mark there taken by McKinnon. McKinnon, the centre half forward for Moorabbin Tech, a big boy too. And he has a chance to put Moorabbin Tech's first score on the board. Left foot kick, there it is on the way. Looks a pretty good kick, but not coming around quite enough. And another behind on the board to Moorabbin Tech, taking on to 2 points. Assumption College yet to score. And there's a great contingent of Assumption College supporters over on the other side of the ground. We can pick them up when we go over the other side, but certainly Assumption College are very, very keen to win this game. There they are with the ball back onto the half-forward flank or half-back flank onto the wing, but in doing so, I think it was out of bounds. The umpire right on your screen there is about to throw the ball back into play.
Doug, I think we should make mention here of the fact that the Sunday Observer newspaper last week made a big thing about the fact that the Moorabbin boys are all too old and everything else, and Moorabbin tonight have given to us a list of their ages and everything else, and the average age of the side is just over 17 years. So sometimes newspapers should go to the school and check their facts before they come out and make statements like that particular paper did last Sunday. Back in the game now at half-back, we see Mitchell Hill put the ball forward. Cunningham's there from Moorabbin and takes a good mark. Cunningham.
Well, his number is back to front, isn't it? He was 15, he's now 51.
Cunningham now drives the ball in towards McKinnon at centre half forward. He couldn't take the mark. He punches it away from McAvoy, though. Coming across as Mobbs. Mobbs tried to get the ball out and got it clear, but McAvoy of Assumption, who picks the ball up, beautifully puts it down towards the wing. It goes past Dixon, and Dixon handles the ball cleanly, runs around his opponent, and now will drive the ball forward. He has a bounce in the greasy conditions. He shouldn't do that. He goes for the short pass. It's a poor kick, though. And overrunning the ball was Bunce, and a hand pass forward and kicked off the ground by Buckley. Buckley drives the ball close to the boundary line, and they try to keep it in play, but unable to is Craig Rye, and we'll see a throw in now, wide on the half-back flank. Going for the knock. Whipping in front, we saw Cunningham, and a wide punch by Elshaw, and taken and driven forward by Mitchell Hill, and coming across, unable to mark. It's punched clear. Buckley's there from Moorabbin, couldn't get the ball, and there'll be a throw-in on the half-forward, or in the forward pocket for the Assumption side. Ruckman competing for the ball. Corrigan, number 37, number 51, Cunningham, but it's picked up by Mobbs. It comes off Mobbs' boots. Was he out of bounds before he kicked it? No, he wasn't, and a free kick will go to Tossell of Assumption College. Tossell right on the boundary line, 30 metres from goal. Drives it out, just tries to put it into the goal square. There's a pack up, it's punched down by Cunningham. Nobody can get the ball as it's the Mobbs and a group of players diving on top of it. It could be in the back, I'd say. And the free kick will be taken in the forward pocket again for Assumption College. As you can see, he's right on the boundary line.
And facing us. We'll pick him up in a minute, Bob.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Corrigan or O'Dwyer. Ball coming across. 1 point. 1 point to Assumption. That's their first score. To make the score 2 points Moorabbin, 1 point Assumption.
I must say, Bob, the ground's in beautiful condition. There's a little bit of smog or coming down over the ground at the moment, but it's certainly in a beautiful condition out there. And the boys are handling the conditions at the moment very well indeed. There's going to be a ball up in the middle of the pack there as Love hands the ball back to umpire. The umpire tonight is, let's see, we got him here? Yes, the field umpire Peter Marshall and Peter Rees, 2 field umpires tonight for this grand final. There's a free kick there is going to Tossell. Only 35 to 40 metres out from goal. As John Tossell now lining up for Assumption College's first score for a goal, but it's offline again, and that's their second behind on the board. So the scores are dead level here at VFL Park at the 6.5-minute mark in the first quarter, as Moorabbin Tech bringing the ball back into play again. Players up high there as Cunningham can't take the mark. Fighting for the ball there as Assumption College player going through and Keogh, but the ball goes over the boundary line, out of bounds on the half-forward flank for Assumption College. On your screen there is O'Dwyer, number 11. He'll be up against Cunningham. It's in the back, I think, to O'Dwyer, and the free kick is going to that player. There he is on your screen now on the half-forward flank, about to drive the ball back into the centre half-forward.
O'Dwyer puts it in towards centre half-forward. It's well positioned, but Oz built the mark, and coming through in strong style was McCook. McCook drives the ball wide to the wing, looking for Elshaw. Elshaw leads Dixon in the race for it and brilliantly balks around and touches the ball on the ground once. Now he'll drive the ball in towards centre half-forward. It's a poor kick, though. It's well intercepted by McAvoy. And McAvoy now puts Assumption back towards centre half-forward. Tossell spills the sitter, but is able to recover. Should get a free kick for holding the man. Plays on quickly and gets it out to Mitchell Hill. Mitchell Hill drives the ball down towards the forward line, but coming across is Dell, who intercepts Moorabbin. Dell with a left foot kick down to the centre wing position, and it's good, strong mark. It'll be a mark or a free kick taken by Tony Elshaw. Elshaw drives the ball in towards the centre of the ground. Up high was McKinnon, couldn't take the mark. He's been paid the mark, would have been a free kick anyway. He played on quickly, too quickly in fact. I don't disagree with that one because it was McKinnon's fault for being too close to the man on the mark, but he's 15 metres closer to goal now, and he's at centre half forward. Kick from McKinnon, it's a good looking kick, punched away. Viewers will notice that for Assumption College, their captain, young Danaher, and Vice-Captain Hickey are both out of the side, but for the Moorabbin Technical School, their full forward who kicked a number of goals right through in Jeff Clark and is unable to play for the Moorabbin side. It's 2 of the Assumption boys out, 1 of Moorabbin, and I'm sure as this game has already started, Doug, it's going to be a really good match. It's O'Dwyer and McKinnon. McKinnon it is, who gets the ball down to the ground. O'Dwyer followed on, knocked the ball through, coming in and trying to get the ball out, but a free kick is being paid here, and then it'll be paid to Philip Merton. Yep. Merton at centre half forward. It's a beautiful kick by Merton, right into the goal square, coming across, unable to take the mark was Everest. It'll be a free kick though to Assumption, held too high, and we see the free kick go to Stephen Barlow. 15-metre penalty being paid against Moorabbin, and that brings Barlow. Now he plays on, doesn't wait for the 15-metre penalty. Saw a player outside, punched forward by Barclay, and coming out in defence is Peck. Peck couldn't get the ball clear, he kicks it off the ground, and we see a throw-in on the half-forward flank for Moorabbin.
Well, at the moment, scores are level at just over the 9-minute mark in the first quarter, and Moorabbin Tech have got the ball in their forward line. Can they get it down there? Cunningham's up, can't get the ball down though, and it's going to be a free kick paid there to O'Brien. On the half-forward flank, they want to get the ball moving quickly because the Assumption College boys are getting back there, but O'Brien feels he can kick it fairly well into the scoring zone. There's his kick, it's a little bit offline, it's swinging back now. There's a chance there for a mark, it goes over the back of the pack. Assumption College bringing the ball out from that position. Players up there, almost a good mark. They'll have to pay it to Ward. Yes, it is. And Ward takes that mark. Does he get a 15-metre penalty for that? The umpire says yes. So he goes right up to the half-back flank. There's his kick, centering it a little bit into the centre of the ground. It's almost a mark there taken by the Moorabbin Tech boy in Love. And he's going to get the free kick anyway. Love right in the centre of the ground. There's the kick ball going back to him. It's very crowded along the half-forward line there at the moment, and they'll be looking for McKinnon, I'd say, down that way. There's McKinnon in front of the pack, can't take the mark. Coming through there was a beautiful hand pass over, looking for again for McKinnon, but he's outnumbered, and they bring it away again, Assumption College. Over towards Sterling, but it's a mark coming in there to Dixon. Dixon comes back on his left foot with a kick towards the centre of the ground. More the wing position. Moorabbin Tech boy in there in Blake. He can't take the mark there. He's on top of it again, but holding the man is the decision. And the 10.5-minute mark of the first quarter, the scores are dead level, 2 points each, and there's a very, very close game here at the moment. A very tight game by both teams. They're very, very keen, and you can see by the way they've hit, the boys were hit there, that there's no beg your paragons in this game, and certainly everybody's out to win it. Going to be a ball up here or a free kick going. The umpire has to pick one out, but he does go for the ball up right in the centre of the ground, just a little bit favouring towards Moorabbin Tech's side.
From the bounce, we see O'Dwyer and Cunningham. Cunningham gets the ball down, but it goes straight to Assumption. Coming out is Murray. Murray couldn't get the ball clear. He received the shove in the back, and Murray will get the free kick on the half-back line for Assumption College. Murray with a left foot kick going wide of the wing, coming across and punching the ball away was Blake at Moorabbin Tech. He follows on quickly, playing the ball in front of him. He's under pressure from O'Connell. O'Connell it is who takes the ball away, gets a hand pass forward. It's knocked on towards Tossell, but taken away by Love. Coming across is Quine at Moorabbin. He gets a hand pass forward, where it's taken by Elshaw. Elshaw hooks the ball back over his shoulder towards centre half forward, but it's an easy mark taken by McAvoy, the acting captain tonight, and centre half back for Assumption College. McAvoy goes into the centre of the ground. Barclay misses it from Moorabbin Tech, and Bunce comes through, backs his teammate up. It's knocked forward, taken quickly by Mitchell Hill. Mitchell Hill with a wide hand pass finds Tossell, and Tossell breaking through towards the half forward line, drives it down towards the goal square. Buckley in front. Doyle couldn't come out. Players desperately diving on the ball. They get it clear, and good player as it gets out towards Ward, who couldn't get the ball and gets a free kick though in the back page to Ward, and Assumption have the chance of hitting the front. Scoreboard at the moment, Moorabbin Technical School 2 points, Assumption 2 points, and we see James Ward only 20 metres out from goal, virtually directly in front. Assumption putting a lot of pressure on the Moorabbin Tech boys so far, and their tackling has been particularly good. Ward lines the ball up, favours the drop punt. It's true, and it's 4 points, and Assumption have hit the front. 1 goal to 8 points with Moorabbin Tech on 2 points.
Well, as you can see there's the Assumption College contingent, and what a crew of them. It's about 4 busloads came down from Kilmore, and they're urging the team on there as the score has flashed on. 1 goal to 8. Moorabbin Tech 2 points, but it's a very, very exciting game here at VFL Park this evening, and a great curtain raiser to the main game between North Melbourne and Fitzroy. And as I said before, the Moorabbin Tech boys are wearing the North Melbourne Guernseys. The colours were too much alike, so they decided for the Moorabbin Tech boys to wear the North Melbourne Guernseys, as it's Love. Is that Love? Yes, it is. Love to take the free kick right in the centre of the ground. There's his kick, right down towards the centre half forward position, but a good mark over the back. Yes, a great mark paid there taken by Murray. A fumbled mark, but kept his eye on the ball all the time, and at centre half back he's electing now to bring it out towards the wing position, looking for his teammate further down the field, and I'd pay that. Good mark to Keogh. Keogh on the wing position. There's his kick, a short lead out, looking for his teammate further down the field, but is going to beat him out of bounds. Ward, that was going for the in for that kick. He is the person who has scored the only goal of the match so far, is Cunningham in the ruck from Moorabbin, but he's punched over the back. Coming in there for the ball is Barclay. Barclay gets a push on the side though by Tossell, and I couldn't see a free kick in that, but it's going that way to Barclay, and he'll take it on the half-back flank for Moorabbin Tech.
Barclay puts it up further with the centre wing position. Coming a beautiful mark by McKinnon. He handballs on quickly, looking for Quine. Quine punches the ball forward, follows it up again. Good play by Quine on that occasion. Should be shepherded, and now he is. Quine with a left foot kick down towards the goal square and coming across. Turner has the ball punched away. I don't know whether you can hear our cameraman or not, but our cameraman really does not agree with that decision.
He's got his money on assumption, I think.
And Turner of Moorabbin Tech has the opportunity of equalling the scores. Ray Turner. 15 metres out, directly in front. A kick from Turner. Levels the scores, 1-2 apiece.
Well, both the goals from in this first quarter have come from free kicks, so I suppose that's evening up a little bit, and you couldn't be any more even than that. Moorabbin Tech 1-2, Assumption College 1-2, and you can see the time, 15.5 minutes gone in the first quarter. So there's still a chance to score. 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter, as the umpire is about to put it down again to get the game underway. And a very tense 36 players on the field at the moment, waiting to get this ascendancy. It's not coming at the moment as Cunningham comes in, but as Tossell, who picks the ball up first, he gets one round the neck, but it's played on as it's scooped out there by O'Dwyer. A scramble of play, and the umpire is going to come in and ball it up again right near the centre circle there, as you can see on the screen. Whoever gets this the break and get a couple of goals break, I think has got the chance of taking this game out. But as you can see, the tenseness out there at the moment as Dixon picks the ball up and swings it out towards the wing position. Mitchell Hill is after the ball, but so going there first is Blake. Blake picks the ball up. He's been a good player so far in this first quarter for Moorabbin Tech, as his kick is centred round to the half-forward flank. Nobody can take it. Oh, that's a beautiful play there by Cherubin as he brings the ball right down towards the half-forward line. Players setting themselves. Nobody can take the mark. It's tapped out there. There's a player in there almost to the free kick. That was Keogh, but there's a player held with the ball there now. The umpire said it's going to be a free kick, and it's going to Mark Spencer. Mark Spencer at the centre half forward. 16.5 minutes in the first quarter as he kicks the ball down towards the full forward line. But chipping in there with a great mark at the fullback position was Dole.
Philip Dell. Elects to go to the outer side of the ground. In front, almost a good mark, but spilt by the Assumption College player in Corrigan. Picked up by Quine of Moorabbin Tech, and Quine goes in towards the centre of the ground. Over the top of McKinnon's head, and it's McKinnon and McAvoy racing for the ball. McAvoy it is who comes out with it. A wide hand pass, not a good one on that occasion. Finds Chibley, and Chibley puts a short one towards Merton. Merton across to McKinnon. McKinnon should have handballed. He gets a shove in the back. It will be paid. And Stuart McKinnon, the centre half forward for Moorabbin Technical School, has the opportunity of bringing up his first goal and Moorabbin's second. Scores level at the moment, 8 points apiece, as Stuart McKinnon lines the ball up at the 17.5-minute mark of this first quarter. McKinnon favours the drop punt. Goal umpire coming across and indicates full points, and Moorabbin Technical School are back in front with Stuart McKinnon kicking his first goal. McKinnon, a very strongly built player. 6 foot and 13 stone 12, Doug.
Well, that's the Collingwood 6-footer. Very big player, and you can see by the size on your screen there when he was kicking that ball. But it's interesting to note both McKinnon and Turner are the only scores for Moorabbin Tech at the moment. They both kick 1 goal, 1 each. There's the ball brought back into play there by Murray. But Moorabbin Tech through Blake, bringing it out towards the centre of the ground. There's a scramble of play there, very untidy play, and it's going to be a free kick there taken by Barclay. Barclay right in the centre of the ground, as we're waiting for him to take that free kick. There's a kick, a little bit of a wobbly punt kick, but it's found his teammate further down there in Merton, but he can't take it as it's beautifully snapped up there by O'Connell, but his handball is interception, and Moorabbin Tech bring it back towards centre half forward. Here's a chance there. Oh, beautiful play there by McKinnon as he gets it over to his teammate running down. There's a snap for goal here. It's a little bit offline, I think, though. Through for one behind. That was Mobbs. It was Wayne Mobbs coming through on his left foot. And at the 19 minute mark of the first quarter, the scores, there they are, 2 goals, 3-15, Assumption College 1-2-8.
Put back into the up forward by Morgan, and there's good mark taken out there by McAvoy. McAvoy plays on up to the towards centre half back, kicked off the ground, coming on again with a good piece of play was Peck. He gets it over the top and to Murray, and Murray drives the ball down towards the centre wing position. Bunce it is though, coming across, takes the mark, wastes no time at all as he plays on a kick off the side of the boot, but it's up towards the half forward line. Nobody can take the mark. It comes out and it's driven forward by Aberisk. Aberisk's kick is right to the goal square. It could be a goal. Touched, said the goal umpire.
Yes, the field umpire was indicating that up from the field, Bob.
Right, thank you, Doug. Philip Aberisk, 1 point. And Moorabbin Technical School go to 2 goals, 4-16, with Assumption College 1 goal, 2-8. Very impressed so far, Doug, with the pressure being applied by both teams. Morgan puts the ball out broader, up high over the pack, but we see in front of the pack McCook. It's called play on. McCook thought he had the mark there, but it's now coming out of it was Murray, and Murray puts the ball into the centre, but there's the siren to end the first term with the scoreboard reading. Moorabbin Technical School 2 goals, 4-16, Assumption College 1-2-8.
To my son and his bride, a smooth journey.
It was a time for a new beginning.
At VFL Park at the start of the second quarter in the AMCO Herald Shield Grand Final. Moorabbin Technical College are leading 2 goals, 4-16 to Assumption College 1 goal, 2-8.
And right at the start, one of the Assumption College boys has made the mistake of coming into the centre square, and we see the free kick going to Cunningham. Cunningham drives the ball towards centre half forward. McKinnon's there, couldn't take the mark. It could be a free kick to Assumption, but it's called play on. Coming out of it and picking the ball up was Quine, but the free kick has previously been paid to O'Brien of Moorabbin Technical Schools. O'Brien, well, you can see he's right on the centre square line. Kick from O'Brien's off the side of the boot in towards the pocket. It's punched away. Good play by the defenders of Assumption College, overrunning the ball. And now coming back, we see Barclay. Barclay with a high handball up in the air, knocked forward by Tossell. It comes back towards Barclay again, but there's Assumption College players everywhere, and they now come out of attack, out of defence through Mitchell Hill. Mitchell Hill's kicked, though, a poor kick, and we see Dell of Moorabbin Technical School coming out with the mark.
Been a good player, Bob.
Has Doug. Jack Edwards came into interfere with things then as Elshaw now drives the ball down towards the goal square. Elshaw's kick, it's a beautiful kick, and a lovely mark taken right on the goal line. Beautiful mark down there, taken by Philip Aberisk. Kick from Aberisk. He makes no mistake this time. That puts Moorabbin Technical School to 3 goals, 4-22, with Assumption College 1 goal, 2-8.
Well, that's the break I was telling you about. That's a 2 goal, 2 break, and that's a good, in a tight game, game like this, that is a very good break. And if Assumption don't get a goal back now and let Moorabbin Tech get another couple, it's going to be very hard to peg them back from here.
I commented before, though, Doug, I was really impressed in that first quarter with the tackling of both sides. Both sides applied tremendous pressure.
Well, that's this case. This time the free kick is going the other way, Bob, out of the centre bounce, and Assumption College bringing the ball down towards the centre half forward line. Almost there, a good mark again by Dell, but it's coming over the back of the pack there as O'Connell. He ducks round, falls over at the crucial time, and he gets it over there to Keogh, though. Keogh with a handball further on forward, and the ball is pushed forward there. Players diving in and trying to pick it up there with Spencer, and he gets one over the shoulder, and he'll take the free kick within scoring distance, I think, from there. Only about 30 metres out from goal, on a very acute angle, though. You can see how far he is in from the line. Wouldn't be any more than 3 or 4 metres there, and he's about, I suppose, when he kicks it, about 30 metres out from goal. You can see the end of the square as he lines the ball up. I think it's a pretty good looking shot too. I look at the people from behind the goal, and it's a great goal to Mark Spencer. That's put Assumption College right back into the game. 2 goals, 2-14, Moorabbin Tech 3-4, 22, and there's the Assumption College cheer squad. As I said before, 4 busloads of them that I counted out the front of the gates before I came down, and they certainly look a treat out there. Well, that's a good comeback, isn't it, Bob? In a tight game, it's always good to get a goal back like that.
Very much so, Doug, and they're really playing well. Both sides impressing as Cunningham gets the ball down. It's taken now by Mobbs. Mobbs with a left foot kick down towards half forward, but good defence by McAvoy. McAvoy puts the ball out and driving, coming across. We see picking the ball up for Assumption in Lawler. Lawler's kick taken now and driven forward again by Mitchell Hill. Mitchell Hill puts it in towards centre half forward, and good mark by Collins. Collins plays on quickly, gets a handball across, and driven forward by Mitchell Hill again, and plunged forward. Buckley of Moorabbin Tech picks the ball up, a wide hand pass towards Barclay, and Barclay coming around in the centre wing position, under pressure by Ward. Ward takes the ball away from Barclay. In fact, Barclay recovered, put the ball over the top with a handball across to Chibley. Chibley swings around, left foot kick up towards centre half forward. McKinnon coming out, but almost a good mark by the Assumption player in Barlow, but it's handballed across, and taking it away from the back line is Lawler. Lawler's kicked and punched over the top. O'Brien coming through, so too is Ward. Ward tries to pick the ball up. He's bundled out of the way, but he'll get the free kick. It's not Ward, it's Spencer. Spencer, it's a half forward. Spencer puts the ball over the top, coming out and trying to get the ball clear. A good play by O'Connell. O'Connell straightens up with a left foot kick. It's swinging back, but not far enough, and only 1 point results. A lovely piece of play by Francis O'Connell of Assumption College, and then that's the scoreboard now reads Assumption 2-3-15, Moorabbin Technical School 3-4-22. Buckley of Moorabbin Technical School puts the ball out towards the half-back flank, looking for Cunningham, and comes over the back, and good play there by Dixon. Dixon swings around now with a left foot kick. It's right in towards the goal square. It's a beautiful goal by Dixon. Lovely piece of play, and there's only 1 point now between the sides as Assumption go to 3-3-21 with Moorabbin Tech 3-4-22.
Well, certainly Assumption have really come back into this game at the moment. We're only six minutes in now, almost 6 minutes into this second quarter, and a very, very tight game here at VFL Park this evening in this grand final of the AMCO Herald Shield, brought to you on Channel 7. And what a great game it's turned out to be. There's Cunningham for Moorabbin Tech, in against the ruck against O'Dwyer. It's a tap down and rove to him by himself, Cunningham at that stage, and Quine coming through, gets a handball out over there to Elshog. Elshog with the ball, coming around on his right foot, now again on his left. Well played by Elshog as he brings it right up to the forward pocket position. Player setting himself, and a good mark there taken by O'Brien. O'Brien plays on with a short lead out here looking for his teammate, but it's all Assumption College as the mark there is taken in the last line of defence by Keogh. Keogh with a left foot kick over here looking for his teammate in Barlow. Barlow plays on very quickly with another left foot kick. It's an awkward looking one, but a beautiful. Finds his teammate further down the field with a handball over there towards Peck. Oh, Peckwick gets one over the neck and must take the free kick on the centre wing position. He goes off, and that's a 15-metre penalty, I'd say. You can't tackle from behind. Although that's a technical one, I suppose, Bob, because he was over his mark when he ran off. There's a kick by Peck over towards the centre of the ground. Ward was in there, couldn't take the mark for Assumption College as Corrigan came through. Left hand handball over there towards Tossell, and he gets one over the neck, and Tossell will take the free kick on the centre wing position. 7 minutes gone. This is the second quarter. Moorabbin Tech 3 goals, 4-22. Assumption College 3-3-21.
Rye leads in the race for the ball. A quick hand pass by Rye towards Elshaw. And Moorabbin Tech get out of trouble for the moment as Elshaw comes over. Handball back towards Rye. Rye gathers the ball well, runs around the opponent, but his opponent with good play knocked the ball out of his hands. Picked up by Love, and Love a handball across the...
They're taken by O'Brien. O'Brien plays on with a short lead out here looking for his teammate, but it's all Assumption College as the mark there is taken in the last line of defence by Keogh. Keogh with a left foot kick over here looking for his teammate in Barlow. Barlow plays on very quickly with another left foot kick. It's an awkward looking one, but a beautiful. Finds his teammate further down the field with a handball over there towards Peck. Oh, Peckwick gets one over the neck and must take the free kick on the centre wing position. He goes off, and that's a 15-metre penalty, I'd say. You can't tackle from behind. Although that's a technical one, I suppose, Bob, because he was over his mark when he ran off. There's a kick by Peck over towards the centre of the ground. Ward was in there, couldn't take the mark for Assumption College as Corrigan came through. Left hand handball over there towards Tossell, and he gets one over the neck, and Tossell will take the free kick on the centre wing position. 7 minutes gone. This is the second quarter. Moorabbin Tech 3 goals, 4-22. Assumption College 3-3-21.
Rye leads in the race for the ball. A quick hand pass by Rye towards Elshaw. And Moorabbin Tech get out of trouble for the moment as Elshaw comes over. Handball back towards Rye. Rye gathers the ball well, runs around the opponent, but his opponent with good play knocked the ball out of his hands. picked up by Love, and Love a handball across to Quine. Quine comes back onto the left foot, now a wide hand pass where Elshaw is coming through from Moorabbin Tech. Elshaw tries to break through the pack, couldn't do so, and harsh umpiring I feel on that stage, because I didn't think Elshaw had any chance at all. 15-metre penalty, and I don't know why, because the 3 players had hold of him, and because he gave back to the wrong player. But still, that's the way it is. And Assumption playing better football than Moorabbin Technical School just at this moment. Rise, left foot kick out towards the half-forward flank, trying to keep it in play. We saw Dixon of Assumption. He beat McCook to the ball, and the throw-in now on the half-forward flank for Assumption College. 7, almost 8 minutes into this second quarter, and it's 1 point the difference as McKinnon puts the ball down. Cunningham, I should say. It's Cunningham in the ruck. McKinnon at centre half forward. Young McCook, number 45. Tossell, number 22. And back in the ruck, it's O'Dwyer competing for it with Cunningham. And a big punch by Cunningham, goes out of bounds once more. A lot of pressure being applied by both sides. Slightly greasy conditions with a heavy dew on the ground. Cunningham gets it down. McCook's misses a Tossell coming through. Tossell gets a push in the back. I would have played it the other way, but it's
that's coming from you, Moorabbin Tech. Man, that's very unbiased, I'd say, Bob.
Clinton Love with the ball on the half-back flank from Moorabbin Tech. Love's kick up towards the centre wing position. An easy mark taken by McAvoy. McAvoy's been a top player. He's acting captain for Assumption tonight and doing a great job at centre half-back. Puts it down. Rye punches the ball down. It's taken by McCook, and McCook with the left foot kick up towards the centre wing position. Merton's in front. Should have gone for it up above his head, but it's punched away. It's McAvoy coming away again. A short pass by McAvoy. Bounces in front of Tossell. Tossell receives a push in the back. A poor tackle by McCook on that occasion, and the free kick now will be to Tossell on the half-forward flank. Tossell goes for the handball onto his teammate in O'Connell. O'Connell's high kick off the side of the boot in towards centre half-forward. Coming out as Bunce. Nobody can take it. Good piece of play. It's driven forward, but there's nobody home for Assumption. It's all Moorabbin as Dell picks the ball up straight up the centre of the ground. It's over Love's head. Love couldn't take it. He tried to knock the ball forward. A beautiful tackle as O'Connell picks the ball up, drives it down towards the goal square. It's offline. Taken again, and coming out in defence is Blake. Blake drives the ball up towards the centre wing position. It'll be a free kick to Assumption, as Elshaw was right into the back of Ward of Dixon on that occasion.
Dixon now with the ball on the half-forward flank for Assumption College. Has a chance with a long kick down towards the full-forward line. There's plenty of Assumption College players there. One over the neck too, and that's going to be a free kick, and plenty of distance there to score. Murray it is. Murray, who has certainly knows where the goals are, because in matches gone past he has kicked many goals for Assumption College, lining up to put them in front with this kick if it's a good one. There it is, right off the boot, and it looks pretty good to me. Straight through the centre, a great goal by Murray. Tremendous play by that player, and that puts Assumption College in front. 4 goals, 3-27. Moorabbin Tech 3-4, 22. Halfway through the second quarter. A few words being exchanged there between Murray and Turner. Turner's saying a few words to him, saying that you're lucky you shouldn't receive that free kick, or something along those lines, I would say. It's a very tense game here at the moment.
At this stage, Doug, I think Moorabbin Tech are doing more talking than they are teaming, because it's great teamwork by Assumption that have gotten the lead, and it's been great playing this quarter.
There's the bounce of the ball again. Cunningham's up and so too, but O'Dwyer gets a tap down. Good play by O'Dwyer over towards Mitchell Hill, and he'll take the free kick. As you do, I agree with you, Bob. They're not playing the ball as much as they should. There's a kick by Mitchell Hill, but it's punched forward over towards the centre wing position. Almost a kick off the ground there. Perhaps it should have been that way, but coming in there for Moorabbin Tech was Elshaw. He gets the ball up towards the centre wing position. That's better play as it's kicked off the ground towards the half-forward flank. Players kicking the ball off the ground now again, and it goes over the boundary line, out of bounds. More centre wing position at this stage, as O'Dwyer and Cunningham have not been off the ball at all during the match. Rucked for the whole game so far. Cunningham gets the front position, but O'Dwyer over the back gets it away. But McCook brings the ball up towards the centre half forward position. Nobody can mark that ball. There's going to be a free kick, and it's going, I would think, Assumption College way. Yes, it is, and it's going to their acting captain tonight, McAvoy. His kick down towards the centre wing position. Murray was over the top of the ball there. He's waiting for it now to come back over the top. There he is from behind. Can't tackle the player there in Love, and Love falls over. I felt himself, but he's going to get the free kick at the 12-minute mark here in the first in the second quarter. Thanks, Bob. In the second quarter, and the scores. Assumption College 4-3-27, Moorabbin Tech 3 goals 4-22.
Almost a good mark to Quine, but it's taken away by Keogh. Keogh gets a handball across and driven down by Ward. Nobody can take the mark, and it's punched forward. Quine coming across from Moorabbin Tech. Good tackle, though. It's called play up too high, and now it's Quine with the free kick. Quine at half-back. Taking too long to get rid of the ball. Now drives the ball in towards the centre. He's looking for Cunningham. Cunningham was up high. Couldn't take the mark. It's called play on as the umpire, with good umpiring, indicates to the players, but it's a handball forward and intercepted by Assumption. Knocked on with beautiful play by Ward, and Ward gets the ball down to the half-forward line. It's all of an Assumption as the tussle comes through. Gets a handball up in the air. Picked up, and now we see Spencer come away with the ball, and Spencer drives the ball down. It's a beautiful pass by Spencer. Spilled at the vital time, but recovered quickly and swinging around. We see the left foot kick by Hogan. 1 point only. They called Hogan because Hogan is normally number 27, but he's not named in their side, and there isn't a number 27 named in their side.
He's got me too, Rod.
Pardon?
He's got me. I don't know who 27 is.
Hogan is normally number 27, but driven up into the centre half back, and Bunce it is who takes the mark. Bunce thought about the handball, now swings around, drives the ball in towards the centre of the ground. Elshaw coming through. Elshaw takes the ball, breaks across through the centre, gets a handball over the top towards McKinnon. McKinnon should do likewise. Gets it across now where it's taken by Merton. Merton straightens up and drives it down towards the goal. It's offline, and only 1 point results.
Well, that's the sort of football that Moorabbin Tech have got to get back into their game. As you see the score, 3-5-23, 5 points of difference at the 13.5-minute mark. Assumption College 4-4-28. They bring the ball back into play, and oh, a beautiful mark over the back there taken by Murray on the half-back line. He's been a good player, whether at the forward or on the back line. I think he could be ruck-roving or roving at this stage. There's his kick, and it finds his teammate in Mitchell Hill, who's also been a fine player. And there's a little bit of a loose man going on down here as Ward takes the kick from Mitchell Hill. He elects to go into the centre here, looking for his teammate further down the field, but it's Cunningham coming through with the ball, but he allows to let his teammate in Blake go through. Now the handball comes over beautifully over there to Bunce, and Bunce with another handball further down the field. And this is better football by Moorabbin Tech as Elshaw brings the ball up towards centre half forward. Players setting himself, and they're well backed up there by number 12, and he gets it over to number 8, who is in fact Mitchell Hill, and Mitchell Hill brings the ball down towards, and a magnificent one-handed mark by Ward on the centre wing position. And have a look at the Assumption College contingent over there on the fence as Assumption College bringing the ball back into line down towards the half-forward line. Over the back of the pack there is Fuchsall, but it's well backed up there by Dale, and he brings it out not very far though, and it's on the half-forward flank at this stage. Players diving on top of the ball, and it's brought out there by Love. Good play over towards Blake, but it's all Assumption College this stage. Well tackled there, dived on the ball again, and what's the decision? I think it's against Ward, and it's going to be a free kick there taken by Buckley. Buckley with a hand pass over to his teammate further down the field, and it's getting away there as Mobbs as he brings it down towards the centre wing position.
Mobbs driving the ball up. Nobody can take the mark. It's well backed up by Barlow. Barlow swings around onto the left foot. A little short kick, and Assumption are using this loose man very effectively. It's close to the boundary line. In fact, it is over the boundary line. And the throw-in now in the centre wing position with Assumption College 5 points in front. 4-4-28 to 3-5-23. It's Cunningham and O'Dwyer. Cunningham with a high punch up in the air, but the free kick had been paid. Cunningham going back for the free kick.
O'Dwyer didn't know it was his.
That's for sure. The umpire was the only one who did, but it's a handball on quickly. And it's Mitchell Hill. Mitchell Hill's left foot kick goes straight towards Quine of Moorabbin Tech. Quine with a handball across to Barclay, and Barclay now drives it in towards the centre of the ground, and taking it away in fine style though is the Assumption College defenders. Rye leading in the race for the ball. Rye comes through. He's well backed up by Blake, but Blake overruns the ball, leaves it behind him as we see Corrigan pick up the ball. Corrigan drive the ball down, and coming across, Buckley couldn't take possession. It's knocked wide. Unfortunately missed his teammate. Blake comes in again, couldn't get the ball, and be a free kick to Assumption. Moorabbin Tech being a little bit ragged in their tackling. Goes for the short pass, and again we see Murray down there. 15-metre penalty being paid against and Murray, who kicked the last goal for Assumption, has the opportunity of kicking his second. He's dead in front, right on the goal line.
It was Collins, Bob, that gave that ball to him, number 21 for the Assumption College boy. Oh, that's a great goal there by Murray. It's his second in the space of about 5 or 6 minutes. And it puts Assumption College in front now, or well in front at this stage. In a tight game like this, it's well in front anyway. 5 goals for 34. Moorabbin Tech 3-5, 23, and you can see on the scoreboard there's only 3 minutes left to play in the second quarter. 20-minute quarters, no time on. As Assumption College doing it well in the second quarter, playing the style of football, that team football that Moorabbin Tech played in that first quarter, but can't produce it at this stage. There's Cunningham again getting the tap down, but a beautiful play there by Assumption College. They bring it down towards the half-forward line, but a solid mark taken by Blake on the half-back flank for Moorabbin Tech. They want to get the ball moving, and a lot of handball is the name of the game here, but there's a good mark taken by the best man on the ground so far in this game, McAvoy. He's playing a great captain's game in the absence of his captain and his vice-captain here tonight, and what a great game he's playing for Assumption College. There's the mark taken by the wrong chap, I would think. Yes, it's got to go back to his teammate there in Love. Love on the half-back flank, bringing the ball up towards the centre wing position. Players setting themselves in a good mark again. Oh, great play by McAvoy again on the centre wing position. What a great game he's playing for the Assumption College boys.
As McAvoy, a beautiful kick by McAvoy in towards centre half forward. Murray high over the top, couldn't take the mark. Bunce coming through, knocks it on that long, but it's all Assumption as we see Murray playing the ball well, throws it out in front of him, goes after it again with beautiful football, goes for the short pass, intercepted by his own teammate, but it's Spencer who recovers quickly, and Spencer coming away, uses his pace, runs around 2 opponents, a handball over the top taken by Collins. Collins gets it across, and a beautiful little kick, but it's unable to reach his teammate as Mobbs of Moorabbin whips in front and takes an easy chest mark. Mobbs again making the mistake of taking too long, and took far too long and put it up and goes straight into the arms of Ward. Moorabbin not moving the ball quickly enough, and Assumption at this stage right on top. Assumption College through Ward, drive the ball in towards the goal square, a few sails in front. Oh, beautiful mark. It would have been a mark or a free kick. Moorabbin looking very ragged at the moment. Assumption College playing great football, handling the conditions better, the teaming together much far.
Good defensive play by Assumption, one down at the back, and